It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good.
Hey guys, Miss Naylor here. We're doing you today, meaning good or well. Like my little thumbs up for good. And let's get started. We are on page 56 of your roots book. So our first word is eulogize. It's from the roots you meaning good and log meaning speech. So it literally means to give a good speech, but we use it to mean to give a speech in praise of. And because I love you guys so much, I'm going to completely embarrass myself and share video of me giving a speech in praise of something, eulogizing someone.
Phil was right there, holding her hand and making sure she was warm enough in the cold in Norman in the middle of the night. So that was when I knew they were perfect. That nothing could tear them asunder.
And so here what I'm doing is I'm eulogizing, it's my friend's wedding and I'm making a toast and I am praising the groom and talking about how great a couple he and the bride make. The next word is eulogy from those same roots. You meaning good and log meaning speech, so still literally meaning a good speech, right? A eulogy is a spoken or written praise of someone or something, especially praise of a person who has recently died. And that is usually what we think about when we hear these words eulogize and eulogy. We think of maybe a funeral or a memorial service. But that isn't the only way they can be used. And I want you to look. So the eulogy is the actual words. It's the thing, the speech or what. Whereas eulogize is the action. It's what you're doing. Okay? Euphemism means to substitute a mild or good word in place of a distasteful or unpleasant one. And we use euphemisms a lot. For instance, if you've ever heard someone say, I'm going to go to the powder room, instead of saying they need to go to the bathroom, right? That's what they're using. They're using a euphemism. Euphonious means having a pleasant sound or harmonious. This makes me think of something like, music that we like that has a chord progression that's harmonious or sounds good. Like the opening to this John Mayer song, Stop This Train, for me is euphonious. It has a pleasant sound. It's harmonious. Right? And then there's the related word, euphony, a harmonious succession of words having a pleasing sound. And for that, I mean, one of the greatest users, as we've looked at, is Martin Luther King. So something like this.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
We looked at a lot of examples of euphony in Dr. King's speeches, and I have a dream in his letter from Birmingham jail, his speech in his letter. But just his choice of words, how he put them together, the way that they sounded pleasing. The next word is euphoria, a feeling of well-being. Our sentence, after she became engaged, she was in a state of euphoria. And euthanasia, painless putting to death for merciful reasons, as with a terminal illness. The sentence in your book, they advocated a law permitting euthanasia for those who are suffering and will not get well, speaks specifically to people, and it's a very controversial subject, euthanasia. But we also see it with, if you have an animal that's ill and that you don't want them to be in pain anymore, we euthanize them. So review your roots. We really don't have too many this week. There's you meaning good and log meaning speech, phone meaning sound, and then meaning death. So make sure you've marked all of those, you've studied all of those, all your old roots. I would suggest right before your roots test to go ahead and take a look at exercise 1, exercise 2, those would all be good for reviewing the words, their meanings, and also, make sure you go over all the roots. Thanks.